Hello, everyone, and welcome to Chatting with Chantel. It is Monday, and we are starting off our week, our mental health awareness, words of encouragement, information. We're starting off this week on a positive note. Want to thank everybody for joining. This is Chatting with Chantel, and we are pushing for mental health awareness. I am your host, Chantel, and I am so happy for you to join us this afternoon. For those of you that are joining us for the very first time, we are located on Facebook. Also, if you are interested or would like to follow us, our mental health awareness journey, please follow us at Music, 4, The Mind. On Facebook, click the follow button and just see everything that we're doing to bring awareness to our communities. We're also on Instagram. For those of you that are joining this podcast for the very first time, we are on Facebook, Instagram, and every online podcast platform. So please join us. You can click back and look at the old episodes, or you can just stay tuned. This week is a special week because we will be here every single day this week, and we are giving mental health tips, mind buster moments, and it's just a quick 10 to 15 minutes where we are talking about mental health, wanting to bring awareness to our communities and to those that are affected by mental health awareness. I began this journey about 5 years ago when we had a mental health scare in our family. And from then, because of what we didn't know at the time, it was just my hopes and my passion that nobody went through what we went through, that they would know that they're not alone. They don't have to suffer alone. There's outlets out there. There are people that you can talk to, and that mental health not only affects the person that's actually going through the illness, but it affects the loved ones around it, and how important it is for families to stick together even in these moments, so that even if mental health is something that you have to cope with, and it becomes a part of your daily life, you'll know exactly what to do. You'll know that you're not alone, and that there is a life after this, that it doesn't have to define you. It doesn't have to hinder you from doing the things that you desire to do. And so that's where Music for the Mind came from. I am definitely advocating that music is one of those outlets that you can use as a coping mechanism for any mental health issue that you may have, aside from talking to physicians and specialists. Definitely implementing music into your life that puts you in a different headspace, that allows you to kind of unplug for a minute and get your thoughts and your mind together before you have to reconvene in your daily life. And again, welcome. And on today, we just wanted to speak briefly on our subject, which is, I don't look like what I'm going through. And mental health is definitely one of those things where you never know what the person is going through, because a lot of us carry on daily activities, daily responsibilities and things, and mental health is just one of those things that they may be going through just in their mind or in themselves, and you never know on the outside. One of the hardest realities of mental health disorders is that for most, they don't look any certain way. Yes, emotionally, I can be a wreck, but like most, we stamp on a smile, we stamp on professionalism or our obligation, and struggle throughout the day. It's not until you begin to talk and express your feelings, or your work and your daily activities begin to suffer, do we know that something is going on. Although there are many diagnoses and treatments, ultimately it is recognized by mere conversation. You would be surprised at the things that you find out about people, or you would be surprised at the responses that you get from people with just a mere conversation. Whether family or professional, it's through choice words that we are made aware of what's going on. We often make the mistake of judging a book by its cover, and by the time you actually look inside, it's so much going on that we can be at a loss for what to say or do. Majority of the time, it's the people we come in contact with the most: family members, our children, coworkers, and friends. Here are some ways we can do mental health daily check-ins with those near and dear. Sometimes it's having that person to listen or feel like they matter. So ways to check in: how are you feeling today? What are you thinking about? What has been going on in your mind? How did you rest last night? What daily exercise have you been doing? What did you do for you today? What did you accomplish today? What is something we can do together? What are some important things in your life right now? These are just a few questions to get the ball rolling, to get conversations going, to get them to respond. Open-ended questions that will ultimately draw them to expressing maybe what's going on, how they're feeling, if they're overwhelmed, if they're feeling afraid, or just out of the norm. Normally, some of these questions are some of the things that get the ball rolling, get the conversation started. And then not only that, but if you're in tune with these family members, your children, your coworkers, and your friends, you know when something's going on, when something out of the norm begins to happen, when they seclude themselves from what used to be the things that they enjoyed, or when their attitudes shift from being in a place of maybe positivity or wanting to be involved to now wanting to be alone, not having anything to say, often sad or disgruntled. These are all signs that you can actually look at and want to ask those questions. Is everything okay? Mental health is one of those things where if you ask the right questions, you will get the right answers. And so many times we in our minds think that, we can just put on a smile and pack down what we're feeling, when in actuality, all we need to do is to talk, to be able to verbalize what we're feeling, to be able to rationalize what we're feeling, maybe even prioritize some things in our lives and the way that we're feeling, and be able to move throughout our day. Some mental illnesses, however, do require professional help, do go beyond what we are capable of doing, and that is okay. Part of mental health awareness is knowing that it's okay to have these issues going on, and it's okay to get help. It's okay to go talk to someone that may know a little bit more than our family members or those who are supporting us, and just get their take on it, or even get medical assistance and advice. Mental health issues is nothing anyone needs to face alone. So if you are dealing with any mental health issues, or you know someone who needs help, contact your local mental health agencies or facilities. Or you can email us at music4themind19@gmail.com. And as we can assist you, in pointing you in the right direction, or to the right professional advice that you need. There is care for all gender, all races, and all ages. Silence is not an option, and no one needs to suffer alone. Part of us bringing mental health awareness to our communities is so that we can step outside of thinking that everything is okay and thinking that we have a quick fix for everything, and really making sure that we listen, that you talk, and that we understand exactly what you're going through. And even after that moment, we're able to get you the help that you need, or be there as a friend, as a family member, as a loved one, the way that we're supposed to. Mental Health Awareness Day is actually celebrated on October the 10th this year, 2021. And for all of those that are listening, on October 9th, we will be observing that day. And if you are in agreement with everything that we're doing, please take the time to walk 1 mile. You can video or send us a message, take a picture, and you can inbox it to Music for the Mind, or myself, Chantel Skinner. Inbox it and we will post it on our page as you are supporting this movement, as we are reaching out to our communities and letting them know that we're with them, that we're not wanting them to suffer alone, and that mental health awareness is needed everywhere. Also, we will be collecting donations and contributions to send care packages to mental health transition homes this year. And so if you go onto our Facebook page or on Instagram, there is listed the items that we will have, or you can make a charitable contribution to our Cash App, which is $music, 4, the mind 1, or you can send a PayPal to musicforthemind1@gmail.com. Please, 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 if you know someone that is going through a mental health time, don't think that you are doing them a disjustice by finding them the help that they need. Don't assume that you have it all figured out, and don't suffer alone. Again, I just want to thank everybody for listening at this time, and be sure to go over to our page and support, like, share, comment, do whatever. Just thank you all for being here, and join us tomorrow, same time, 2 p.m., where we will be talking about mental health affects more than you. And these are just snippets of moments that we want to get out to encourage, and even to let those that may not know as much about mental health awareness, to get them to know more about it and how it affects our community daily. Thank you so much for joining. My name is Chantel. I am your host. And until next time, have a great day.